Welcome to Bright Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Mobile Spirit Shop is open. Get all your Gross Cougar gear at the Mobile Spirit Shop, open tonight. T-shirts, hats, stocking caps, all kinds of great stuff. Check them out. Also, Support the Pot is for sale tonight. Get your Support the Pot tickets. Support the dance team, and we'll do that drawing at halftime. Support the Pot coming up at halftime.
I just bought the winning tickets for the dance team.
Here we are the Grove Side Cougars.
Fighters all and winners too.
Here we are the KG Cougars.
Go with the orange and blue.
Hear 'em howl, hear 'em growl, hungry Cougars on the prowl. Hear 'em shout,
Hear him say,
we go winners all the way. Come on Cougars, show 'em how we do it.
show them how the game is won.
Grove Side, great, great, best in the Husker State.
Welcome on into the broadcast booth here at Bryan High School as it's another home game for the Gross Catholic Cougars as they prepare to take on the Plattsmouth Blue Devils. The Cougars coming into this one 3-2 on the year. Plattsmouth 4-1. The Cougars coming off that narrow 15-14 victory over their rival Ralston last Friday. I was fortunate enough to talk to Coach Van Hout before the game this morning, and he said Tuesday was the best day of practice they have had this year so far, and they are fired up for this one. He expects a physical battle in the trenches, as this is a Plattsmouth team that has a very, very good offense, coming off a game where their leading rusher, Versalino, who leads the team with 418 rushing yards on the year. In last week's game, he had 150 yards versus Beatrice with 2 touchdowns. The Blue Devils won that game 52-14. They are averaging almost 200 rushing yards a game with 196 a game, 180 receiving yards a game as well. And they have a good senior quarterback that will be taking the snaps this evening. Villamonte has a QB rating of 130, 15 touchdowns on the year, 4 interceptions. But for the Cougars, we all know the accolades. Colby Duncan having an excellent year so far. So far on the year, 1,037 yards passing, 60% passing percentage, 7 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. And they're going to need Duncan's leadership this evening as they go up against a very physical Plattsmouth defense. So it's going to be a battle in the trenches, as Coach Van Hout said, but he said they had an excellent week of practice. As I said earlier, Tuesday was one of the best days of practice they've had so far this year, and it all goes with Alex Cogswell on both sides of the ball, and he mentioned him. And we will take a quick break as we will break for the national anthem. This is Austin Ulmer on the call, but come on back. It's the Cougar Broadcast Network, and once again, I'd like to remind you, this game is sponsored by Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. Come on back.
Performed this evening by the Cougar Band. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God in heaven, we come before you tonight and we give you thanks for your many blessings. May the actions of all here this evening, players and fans, always reflect your love for all people. Please keep all of the athletes free from injury, and may they be strengthened in mind, body, and soul to do their best each day. Together we pray the Marianist doxology. May the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit be glorified in all places through the Immaculate Virgin Mary. Amen. Plattsmouth Blue Devils taking on your Gross Catholic Cougars. Once again, visit the Mobile Spirit Shop. Pick up your Gross Catholic gear. Split the pot tickets for sale tonight.
And welcome back into the broadcast booth for this thrilling game here in District B2. As the Cougars trying to go 4-2 on the year against this Plattsmouth Blue Devils team, 4-1. As I said, This Blue Devils offense is explosive. They got a double running back tandem that they are going to pull out tonight with both Versalino as well as Walker. So 2 names to keep an eye on for Plattsmouth, and of course for the Cougars, Colby Duncan, Weston Miller, as well as Nosbish on the defensive side. Nate Picard running the ball for the Cougars. It's going to be a thrilling game here in this one as both teams are looking to get another win on the season. Colby Duncan down there on the field getting warmed up, as it looks like it will be the Cougars to receive the ball to start this one off. So we will see Colby Duncan in the offense right away. Like to remind you once again, today's game sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa, for making this game possible. I'd like to thank them. The 2 sides come to the field as we prepare for action here on this unusually warm late September evening. But these fans are fired up for some District B2 football right here at Bryan High, where the Gross Catholic Cougars reside. And the kick is off, and they will let that one travel into the end zone for a touchback. So Cougars will start from their own 20, 1st and 10, as Colby Duncan and the offense come out onto the field. Some players to keep an eye on. We talked about Nate Pekar. Also another one you'll see on both sides of the ball for the Cougars, Alex Cogswell, having an excellent season, not only defensively but offensively as well. So 2 backs in the backfield with Duncan to start this one off from the own 20. 1st and 10. Here, just underway. Man in motion. That's Heffelfinger. And Duncan keeps it himself, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Be 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line.
No gain at 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 from the 20. The defensive side for the Blue Devils, they're showing a 3-4 defense. Cougars come out with 3 out wide, 2 in the backfield. Duncan in the gun. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, and he is taken down for a loss of 5.
Duncan tackle for a loss.
The Blue Devils were all over that one.
5 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 15.
So it'll be 3rd and 15 now from their own 15 for the Cougars. That was Liam LaSure on the tackle for the Blue Devils. So now 4 out wide for the Cougars. Colby Duncan with the snap. Now in motion on the bootleg, throwing it. And he's able to find Sargent there, and Sargent is tackled out of bounds. Does not pick up the 1st down, so will be the punting team coming out to start this one. So an early 3 and out for the Cougars. And Coach Van Hout, he talked not only about this offense of Plattsmouth, but this defense. Physical on both sides of the football, he said. But he said they're going to throw some stuff at the Blue Devils that they might not be expecting. Even some of those of you at home might not have seen so far this year from the Cougars, is what he told me this morning when I talked to him on the phone. And there is a flag on the field. And there is an offside called on the Blue Devils.
Probably a penalty on Plattsmouth. It's still 4th out.
So still 4th down, but it was a 5-yard penalty. It will still punt. Gives Duncan a little bit of breathing room to punt this one. There's a snap. And the punt is up in the air. Wynn got a hold of that one, and it'll go out of bounds just past the 50-yard line. We'll see where they spot this.
About the 49-yard line.
They'll spot it at
Blue Devils will take over on offense.
So they'll spot it at the Blue Devils' 49-yard line. So coming out with the offense, the leader of this offense, Gabe Villamonte, the 5'11" senior quarterback. Talked a little bit about his accolades on the season. Coming into this one, 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year. In last week's game, threw for 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. And takes the snap here. Hands that one off right away to Versalino, and Versalino taken down at looks like the 49 of the Cougars. So a gain of 2 on the play. Actually, so yeah, 2nd and 8 now. Ball on the Cougars' 49. Look over for the plays. They come out in the pistol formation here. There's the snap and the handoff once again to Versalino, and he picks up the first down there. Gets past the 40-yard line to about the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 39. So now working in the gun is Villamonte. Takes the snap, hands this one off. This one is Ethan Walker, part of that two-back tandem, and he picks up a huge gain there. And they will spot him out just short of the 12-yard line. So now Blue Devils will be working in the red zone with another first down. Nosbish with the tackle. Nosbish so far on the year. That was his 50th tackle now on the season. 26th solo tackle. The snap. Hands it off to Walker once again, and Walker's taken down inside the 10. We'll see where they decide to spot him here. It looks like about the 8-yard line. So 2nd and 5 from the 8-yard line for the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run now at 8:55. So Blue Devils working in the gun once again. Walker in the backfield. Villamonte hands it off to Walker. Fakes the handoff. Actually now throwing the ball, and it's intercepted. Huge interception there. Alex Cogswell, talked about him in pregame. Does it on both sides of the ball as a receiver and a defensive back. And gets the huge interception there for Cogswell. Has 1 fumble recovery on the year and gets his first interception on the season, and that is huge. So now Colby Duncan and the offense are going to come out. So Duncan working in their own territory, close to the goal line on their own 5. And fakes the handoff, throws this one, and who is it? Cogswell, who just got the interception, taken out of bounds.
Pass complete to Alex Cogswell. Tackled by Riley Johnson.
And they will spot Cogswell down at about the 13-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 13. So Cogswell. And Coach talked about him with me this morning, how kind of quiet and reserved, but once he gets out there on the practice field in the games, huge leader, and the fumble from Colby Duncan. And the Blue Devils recover it. So turnover quickly for both teams. And now the Blue Devils get it right back in the red zone, and this will be placed at about the 7-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 7 for the Blue Devils now. Good amount of Plattsmouth faithful made the drive just south here. So now working under center is Villamonte in the I formation and hands that one off. And up the middle for the score is Caleb Adkins.
He's in for a Blue Devil touchdown.
So Adkins with the touchdown. His 6th total touchdown on the year. So the Blue Devils get on the board first, and it is 6-0 here. 8:12 on the clock. So now out to kick is Parker Ahenbaugh for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So 7-0 Plattsmouth leads here to start this one. So it was Cogswell who got the interception. The Cougars were able to come out, pick up 6 yards after a throw from Duncan to Cogswell on the next play. But then on the following play, Colby Duncan fumbled and led to the Blue Devils getting the ball on their own 7-yard line, and they were able to capitalize right away off the touchdown from Caleb Adkins. And Plattsmouth now leads 7-0 with 8:12 to go here in this first quarter. Once again, I'd like to thank our game sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy and Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska in Iowa. They are your experts on any of your foot and ankle needs. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring this game here on the Cougar Broadcast Network. So now out for the kickoff is Ahenbaugh after getting the extra point. And the kick is up, and they will let that one go into the end zone for a touchback. So this will be the 3rd time the Cougars offense will come out, this time starting from their own 20-yard line. So after that fumble by Duncan, that was his first fumble on the season. So we'll see if the Cougar offense can answer back here. Duncan working in the pistol, 2 in the backfield, 3 out wide. Some press coverage from the Blue Devils, and Duncan hands this one off. And they will get, and it is Cogswell running the ball that time, and he is taken down back at the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. So actually they will give him a yard, so 2nd and 9 from their own 21. Clock continues to run under 8 minutes now, 7:50 on the clock here in this first quarter. Plattsmouth leads 7-0 on this warm late September evening here at Bryan High, home of the Gross Catholic Cougars. Now Duncan keeps it himself. Nice run there. Good heads-up slide before taking the hit. So it will be 3rd down. Looks like 3rd and about 2 yards to go here.
3rd and 2 for the Cougars.
Ball on the 28-yard line. So this is a big 3rd down here for the Cougars. Try to keep this drive alive. So there's the snap. Duncan keeps it himself, now pitches it on the option play. And they pitched it there to Pekar, and he will not pick up the first down. Actually gets a loss on the play, lost a couple. So 4th and 4. And special teams will come back out. Will the punting team. They will be punting this one away. 2nd time we've seen Duncan with a punt so far in this one. Clock continues to run, 6.5 to go in this first quarter. So there's the snap. Duncan, high punt into the air, and fair catch at about the 49-yard line of the Blue Devils. So third time the offense will come out for Plattsmouth.
With the fair catch.
Once again, it was Caleb Atkins on the rushing touchdown. Last drive for the Blue Devils. And Coach Van Hout this morning talked to me about the physicality in this game. Fully aware of this running game of Plattsmouth, and says the game is going to be won in the trenches. That ball is thrown this time to Lincoln Bradney, and Bradney just short of the first down off the running throw from Villamonte. Looks like he'll be a yard short of the first down, so 2nd and 1. Ball now on the Cougars' 41-yard line. There's the snap, the handoff once again, and looks like handed that one off to Versalino. So Versalino picks up the first down for the Blue Devils. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 38-yard line of the Cougars. And this is a Blue Devils offense that will take their time in getting the play calls in. They are in no rush to snap the ball. So now working in the gun is Villamonte, one in the backfield. The snap and flag on the play. And we will have a false start. Second penalty of the game, so an offside penalty called on the Blue Devils earlier, and now a false start. So it'll be 1st and 15 now from the 43-yard line of the Cougars for the Blue Devils. So no, back in the gun once again is Villamonte. One in the backfield with him. 4 out wide in the trips formation, and short little screen pass to Walker. Walker
Pass complete to
taken out of bounds.
He went out of bounds after a gain of about 6.
So picked up 6. So
It's 2nd down.
So 2nd and 9 now. Ball placed on the 37-yard line. Excuse me, the 38-yard line of the Cougars. So Villamonte in the pistol. He's got Versalino in the backfield. Trips once again. Now the quick screen pass. This time it's to Gage Olson. Olson finds his block and past the 10, the 5, and the end zone. And Gage Olson, who leads the team in total touchdowns with 7 on the year, gets his 8th total touchdown on the season. And Plattsmouth goes out to a 13-0 victory, or excuse me, 13-0 lead early on in this one. As the kicking team comes out for the extra point. So this is Ahinbaugh on the kick. It is up and it is good. So 14-0. So Cougars find themselves down by 2 touchdowns here early in this one here. 3:46 to go in this first quarter. And this is something Coach Van Hout had talked to me this morning, how explosive this offense is, especially running the ball there. Saw it on the little screen pass game. They'll find Gage Olson. Olson coming into this one had 7 total touchdowns on the season, just got his 8th. Olsen averaging 65 receiving yards a game so far this season. So they will adjust the clock back to 4:15 as it was still running on that extra point, but got it properly set here. So the special teams units for both sides return to the field. The Cougar offense will have another shot on it, find themselves down 14-0 here early in this one against the Plattsmouth Blue Devils. That one taken in the end zone by Bryson Sargent for a touchback. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line once again for the Cougar offense. Colby Duncan comes out in this one. A nice season passing the ball for Colby Duncan. As had to make a few adjustments, did this Cougar team after the loss of Jake Garcia. That excellent rushing season he had last year, but Duncan really been throwing the ball well, now thrown for over 1,000 yards on the season. Empty backfield, throws this one, finds Heffelfinger, and Heffelfinger able to shake away a defender.
Duncan's pass complete to Jacob Heffelfinger.
Looks like they will spot him out.
Pushes him out of bounds. So
it'll be 2nd and 8, able to pick up 2 yards there. So the ball will be on their own 22-yard lines for the Cougars. So now 2 in the backfield with Duncan. Calls for the snap, the handoff. And a nice little run there. That was Pekar, team's leading rusher with 285 yards on the year coming into this one with the nice run. And he picks up the first down, so that'll be our first chance to tell you about our first down sponsor. Fans at home, that Cougar First Down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Cougars. 1 in the backfield. 4 out wide. Now the man in motion is Sargent with the snap. Duncan throwing on the run and was looking for Cogswell, who could not hold on to it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line with 3:33 to go here in this first quarter. That'll give me a chance to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So the offense coming out of the huddle here. 2 in the backfield. 3 out wide. Now in motion is Cogswell and hands it off to Pekar and taken down for a loss on the play.
No gain for the Cougars. It's 3rd and 10.
So actually they'll say no gain, so it will be 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Cougars. Clock continues to run here. This is a Cougar team that had some success on 3rd down conversions early on the year. I'd like to get a conversion here, but it will be 3rd and 10, 10 yards to go. Duncan drops back. He's throwing, looking for Weston Miller, and over the head of Weston Miller there, incomplete. Looks like the wind got a hold of this one. This is a strong 13-mile-an-hour wind here tonight, so wind got a hold of that one, and it'll bring out the punting team once again on 4th and 10 from their own 30-yard line for the Cougars. Previous 2 punts for Duncan, the wind has really got a hold of him. Kind of some pooch punts off the foot of Duncan. See what he can do here. And a false start. So false start will back him up 5 yards. So 4th and 15 from their own 25-yard line now. First penalty called on the Cougars in this one. 2 called so far on the Blue Devils. That one high in the air once again, and that one will go out of bounds. They will spot it at the 44. So 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Blue Devils here with 2:37 to go in this first quarter. Plattsmouth with a 14-0 lead so far in this one. Once again, I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. There for all your foot and ankle needs, serving both Nebraska and Iowa. Back to action on the field. Blue Devil offense comes out for their 4th drive already in this game. 2:37 to go in this first quarter. They lead 14-0. Villamonte hands this one off to Ethan Walker, and Walker taken down at about the 48. They'll spot him down. So a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 48-yard line for the Blue Devils. Dominic Versalino, the team's leading rusher, 5'10 senior. Last week, as I said in pregame, ran for 150 yards versus Beatrice with 22 carries, 2 touchdowns. And he has the ball here and puts his shoulder down and barrels through into Cougar territory. Picks up the first down. Nosbish with another tackle. 2nd tackle of the game for Nosbish. So now working from the Cougar 44, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Minute 40 to go in this first quarter as the clock continues to run. Villamonte with the snap. Hands this one off to Walker. Walker displaying that speed and a little stiff arm, able to stay on his feet. 15, 10, and he'll be taken out at the 9-yard line. So now Blue Devils in the red zone once again. And Coach Van Hout talked about the battle of the trenches, and so far this offensive line having their way against the Cougar defensive line. And Walker really showing his speed there. As I said in pregame, this is a 2 running back tandem the Blue Devils are going to feature in this one, and we've seen that with both Versalino and Walker. And that was Versalino that time. See, will they spot him here? It was Ryan Weiss on the tackle there. First time we've called his name so far in this one. So 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils. Ball on the 6 after that 3-yard run from Versalino. Working in the I formation now. The snap. The handoff to Versalino. Trying to power his way through, and forward progress will be called. So they will spot the ball down at the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal now from the 3-yard line for the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run, now under 30 seconds in this first quarter. The snap, a handoff to Versalino once again, and he barrels through into the end zone for the 3rd touchdown in this game for the Blue Devils. Versalino gets his first touchdown in this one. So 2nd rushing touchdown of the game for Plattsmouth, and they now lead 20-0 in this one. So Ahenbaugh with the extra point. It is good. So 21-0. Plattsmouth up early in this one with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. They've come out to an early lead. And Coach Van Hout When I talked to him this morning, told me how he was really impressed with the practices that the team had this week, especially on Tuesday. Actually told me Tuesday was the best practice they've had so far this season, coming off that narrow victory against the rivals Ralston last Friday. And he was liking what he was seeing out on the practice field. Really physical team, and something that they wanted to emphasize this week for this, battle of the lines per se between the two teams. But it's been all Blue Devils so far in this one, and their running game specifically has really had their way against this Cougar defense. Colby Duncan in the offense, they'll have a chance here once again to try to make something happen of their 5th drive of this game here. As here is the kickoff. It is up, and that one will be received by Heffelfinger in the end zone for the touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 20-yard line. And the Cougars could really use a score here on this drive. So far, only picked up 1 first down in the game. So the offense comes out, 2 in the backfield. Duncan in the gun. Now the man in motion is Pekar, and the handoff. That was to Cogswell, and he is taken down at about the 20-yard line, so no gain. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20, and that will do it for the first quarter. I will take a quick break. I'd like to thank our game sponsors, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. Make sure and come on back here for the second quarter of action. Plattsmouth leads 21-0. Come on back.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up soon, Sip and Sing, Girls Catholic's best night ever of food, fun, and music bingo. It's Friday, October 20th. Doors open at 7. Music bingo starts at 7:30. Registration is online. You can purchase a table or individual tickets. Save for some delicious beverages, play the music bingo, or lose the grand prizes. Come up and support us here at Girls Catholic. Sip and Sing, October 20th.
Welcome on back as we prepare for the second quarter here between the Gross Catholic Cougars and the Plattsmouth Blue Devils. The Blue Devils came out hot so far in this one. They lead 21-0. 2 touchdowns on the ground. One by Caleb Atkins, one by Dominic Versalino, and a one on a little screen pass in the air to Gage Olson. So here we go, 2nd and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Out in motion is Pekar. Duncan throwing the ball, and he finds number 8, Bryson Sargent, who's taken out of bounds. Tackled by Riley Johnson, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line. So one man in the backfield. It is Pekar. Duncan working in the pistol. Takes the snap. Drops back. Now thinks about keeping it. He does. And he picks up the first down. Good heads-up play. Nowhere to throw the ball. Facing pressure, and Duncan keeps it himself. And he picks up another first down, brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. So 2nd first down picked up by the Cougars so far in this one. Now they're working from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. So Pekar in the backfield with Duncan, 4 out wide. Duncan hands this one off to Pekar, and he picks up a nice gain. just short of the 40-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 39.
Tackled by Riley Johnson. It's second down. 6 yards to go.
So 2nd and 6 from the own 39 for the Cougars. Pekar coming into this one leads the team in rushing with 285 yards rushing coming into this one on the year. So now the man in motion is Heffelfinger. Goes back out wide. This time handed off to Cogswell, and he is stopped into the backfield for a loss of, looks like a loss of 1.
No gain on the play. Third down, 6 yards to go.
So 3rd and 7, ball on the 38-yard line. Cougars trying to pick up another 3rd down here. 1 3rd down conversion so far in this one. They've got 4 out wide, 1 on the other side. And throw-in with Weston Miller with a nice catch right by the sideline. Showing off that footwork after the catch. And another 1st down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. And it'll be 1st and 10 once again for the Cougars with their best drive so far in this one. As they find themselves down 21-0 here in the 2nd quarter. 9:20 to go in the game. In the first half. So 2 in the backfield. Now Pekar out wide. Duncan fakes to Pekar. Looking to go deep and tries to keep it himself, and he is taken down. So Parker Augenbaugh on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now. 2nd and 12 from the 44-yard line for the Cougars. Clock now under 9 minutes to go in this first half. Duncan working in the gun. Pekar in the backfield. Now Pekar moves to the other side. Duncan drops back, trying to avoid defenders, facing loss of pressure, and he is sacked once again. That was Orion Parker on the sack.
Kobe Duncan brought down behind the line.
So 2nd straight sack for the Blue Devils. So it'll be 3rd down for the Cougars with 21 to go from the 35-yard line. Now under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Duncan working in the gun. Trips formation, 3 on the left side. And looking that time for Cogswell, couldn't hold on to it off that bullet pass, and it'll be 4th and 21 for the Cougars. And the punting team will come back out onto the field. So Duncan out to punt once again. 4th time in this game. So the snap. Duncan that time with a nice punt. And good coverage there on the punt. And the Blue Devil receiver will be taken down and received the kick. Receiving it was Ethan Walker on the return. So 1st and 10 from their own 35 for the Blue Devils. This is the worst field possession to start a drive they've had so far in this one. They lead here early in this game, 21-0, 7:31 to go in this first half. I'd like to remind you today's game sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. A handoff now. The pass, Villamonte finds his man. That time it's Lincoln Bradney. And Bradney picks up the first down. Cogswell with the tackle. So another first down picked up by the Blue Devils. They'll be working now from the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. This is a Blue Devil team. They like to run the ball, but they also like to throw those short little screen passes and rely on the blocking to kind of pick up some extra yards, those yards after catch. Now the handoff. And that time this is Versalino keeping the ball, team's leading rusher. And he is brought down short of the first down at the Cougars' 45-yard line. Second and 1 now for the Blue Devils. Ball on the Cougar 45. 6:55 to go in this first half. Once again, this offense taking their time, snapping the ball. Have a comfortable 21-0 lead to the Blue Devils. The snap and handoff. Ethan Walker, flag on the play. It looks like we're going to have a holding call.
Ethan Walker, the ball clear. Tackled by Nosbish. Get a penalty marker on the play.
Nosbish on the tackle. We'll see what the penalty is here as we await the call. False start called on the Blue Devils. So that'll bring them back 5 yards. That's the 3rd penalty now on the Blue Devils. So the ball now placed on their own 49, right at the 50-yard line. So 2nd and 6 from the 50 for the Blue Devils. 2 in the backfield. Working in the gun is Villamonte. Hands this one off, and once again Ethan Walker showing off his speed, and he finds the end zone for the 2nd time this game. And that puts the Blue Devils out to a 27-0 lead here in this second quarter of this one. 6:26 to go on the clock, and it has been all this running game for the Blue Devils. A lot for this Cougar team to handle, and kicking team comes out. Parker Augenbaugh trying to make it 28-0. And the kick is good, so 28-0. Plattsmouth leads in this one. The kick was no good. Wind got a hold of it. Kind of hard to see from my angle here, but they will say the extra point was no good. So 27-0. Blue Devils lead here with 6:26 to go in this first half. So that's the 2nd touchdown of the game. First touchdown of the game for Ethan Walker. But he's had quite the game running the football, showing off his speed. It's been a lot for the Cougars to handle. Last week, Walker had 2 touchdowns and 75 yards against Beatrice. Blue Devils won that one 52-14. The only loss on the year for the Blue Devils came against Bennington on September 1st, 28-20. This is a very fast and athletic Blue Devil offense, and we have seen that so far in this one as they lead 27-0. Little squib kick there. This one picked up by the Cougars, and they will be taken down at about the 38-yard line. So it was Griff Pekar receiving the ball that time. off that squib kick. So ball on the 37, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Working in the gun is Colby Duncan. Hands off to Pekar. Pekar up the middle, and nice run there to pick up the first down. Gets to the 50-yard line. Fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by Greats Personal Service Bank. So Pekar with the nice run to pick up the first down. So ball at midfield now. See if the Cougars can get something going on the offensive side of the ball. Clock running under 6 minutes now. 5:55 to go in this first half. Quick little pass there to Weston Miller on the slant. Nice fancy juke move. Misses the defender. And another first down picked up here by the Cougars right at the 25-yard line of the Blue Devils. So once again, another great Personal Service Bank first down. And now working in in Blue Devil territory are the Cougars. So 1st and 10, ball on the 25. Threatening to get into the red zone here. The man in motion is Cogswell. And a quick little screen pass to Cogswell, and he will be taken down at the 20. Picks up 5 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 5, ball on the 20-yard line. And there is a white jersey down. One of the Blue Devils players is down on the field. So once again, I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa, for sponsoring this one, making this broadcast happen. Looking for a number on the player down on the field for Plattsmouth. It is the trainers come out onto the field. So give a chance for both sides to reconvene. Now the player is up on his feet. And the player down is number 40, Parker Auenbaugh. He's actually the kicker of this Blue Devil team. And he is being helped off the field, limping. So now back onto the field is the Cougar offense. 2nd and 4, working inside the red zone now. Ball on the 20. Trying to get on the board here in this one. There's the snap, the handoff to Pekar, and he is taken down. Looks like they will spot him down at the 17-yard line.
3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
So it'll be 3rd and 3, ball on the 17. Trying to pick up another 3rd down as this Cougar offense. Duncan in the gun. Man in motion is Sargent. Duncan looking for Cogswell and just over his head. So the pass incomplete then. So 4th and 3. It looks like they are going to opt to go for it here with 3 yards to gain from the 17-yard line, working in the red zone. So a little stoppage on the field for clock adjustment. So 3:57 to go here. So 4th and 3. Ball on the 17-yard line. So there's a snap. Fumble on the snap, and Blue Devils come up with it. So looked like that was Orion Parker on the fumble recovery. So 1st and 10 now. So it will be 1st and 10 from their own 19 for the Blue Devils, and just got to point out, second turnover of the game by Colby Duncan on the fumble snap. There's a deep pass going long. Villamonte completes the pass, finds Lincoln Bradney for the completion, and the Blue Devils pick up a long first down. So Griff Pekar on the tackle, but another first down picked up by the Blue Devils. So now 1st and 10. Ball from the Cougar 46, and this time it is Versalino, picks up another first down on that run.
Alex Cogswell with the tackle, but that's another first down for the Blue Devils. Down to the 34-yard line.
So ball on the 34, 1st and 10. And for those of you watching at home, look at this beautiful moon outside, overhanging the playing field in this one. So back to action on the field, 1st and 10. Screen pass. Gage Olson. And Olson inside the 20, now taken down at about the 13-yard line. So now Blue Devils working inside the red zone once again. So ball on the 14, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Under 3 minutes to go in this first half. There's the snap. Villamonte hands it off. And taken down is Versalino.
By Dominic Versalino. Second down.
So 2nd and 5 now. Ball on the 9-yard line for the Blue Devils. They have a comfortable 27-0 lead here. Clock continues to run, approaching 2 minutes to go in this first half. So Villamonte with one in the backfield, in the pistol. Takes the snap, hands that one off, and Versalino finds the end zone for the 2nd time in this game.
Dominic Versalino, the ball carrier in the
4th rushing touchdown of this game for the Blue Devils, 5th total touchdown, and this offense having their way against the Cougar defense so far in this game. So it was the starting kicker for the Blue Devils that was injured on the play, so we have a new kicker out here for the Blue Devils. The kick is up, and it is good. That was number 13, someone not even listed on my roster. Actually, it looked like Jason Todd was on the kick, the freshman. And the Blue Devils go out to a 34-0 lead so far in this one. 2:07 to go in this first half. So the two kicking units will return to the field. And this rushing game has just been a lot for this Cougar defense to handle. Coach Van Hout, he talked about the speed and physicality of this Plattsmouth team, a very good football team. Only loss came to a very good Benning team back on September 1st, a game they lost 28-20. But Coach Van Hout, he talked about the physicality and athleticism, speed all around both sides of the ball of this Plattsmouth team, and that has been apparent so far in this one as the Blue Devils lead 34-0 with 2:07 to go in this first half. So the kick is up. Receiving it is Heffelfinger, and he is taken down past the 30-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 32. So 1st and 10 from their own 32 will be this Cougar. So 1st and 10 from the 32. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Cougars find themselves down 34-0. They'd like to get a score on the board before going into halftime. And a timeout on the field called by the Blue Devils. First timeout taken in the game, so that'll leave them with 2 left. That'll give me a chance to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So 2 timeouts left for the Blue Devils, all 3 left for the Cougars. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 32 for the Cougars. It was an early interception for Alex Cogswell after the Blue Devils marched down the field, got into the red zone. Cogswell had a nice interception, but then 2 plays later, Colby Duncan had the first of his 2 fumbles in this game. But this rushing game and short passing game of the Blue Devils has really dominated the momentum so far in this one. So the 2 teams return to the field coming out of the Blue Devil timeout. 2 minutes on the clock. 1st and 10. Ball on the 32. The snap. Duncan drops back. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Weston Miller's wide open. He's still going. The 20, 15, 10, 5, and just short of the goal line. He will be spotted down at the 3. Beautiful pass there from Colby Duncan. Weston Miller with the nice grab. And a huge gain. So huge momentum there for the Cougars. So there's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it himself as Duncan, and he is taken down at the 5-yard line, so a loss of 2. So 2nd and goal now from the 4-yard line for the Cougars. This crowd starting to come alive here, though, for the Cougars. Clock continues to run, approaching 1 minute to go in this first half. I formation now for the Cougars. And the handoff. This is Pekar, and still on his feet, and excuse me, it was Hank Nosbish on the carry. So gain of 1, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for the Cougars. They'd love to get a touchdown before going into the locker room for halftime. The clock still running. 34 seconds on the clock. And timeout called by the Cougars. That's their first timeout taken of the half, so they'll have 2 remaining, 30 seconds to go here in this first half. So 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. So the Cougars looking to get their first score of this game as they find themselves down 34-0 with 30 seconds to go in this first half. So good timeout taken there from Coach Van Houten. Two teams return to the field. This is a big 3rd down here. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. You'd like to imagine they would go for it on 4th down if they were not able to convert here, but Cougars would love to get the conversion here. Now running the option, doesn't pitch it. Duncan keeps it himself, and they will call him short of the goal line. And another timeout taken by the Cougars. So 2nd timeout taken of the half. So that'll leave them with 1 timeout remaining, 20 seconds on the clock. So the ball will be placed right at the 1-yard line. So it'll be 4th and goal from the 1. This is a big opportunity for Coach to talk to his team, try to will some momentum into him. We'll see what kind of play call he decides to call here from the 1-yard line, trying to get into the end zone before the end of the first half. So far, this is a Blue Devil defense that is pitching a shutout. They lead 34-0 here in this one. So teams return to the field. 4th and 1. Ball on the 1-yard line. I formation. And Duncan keeps it himself on the QB sneak, and they will say he is in. And the Cougars are on the board. Colby Duncan with the QB sneak from the 1-yard line. And that Cougar score is sponsored by Emergent Tree Health Services, building a better canopy 1 tree at a time. And the Cougars get on the board, now find themselves down 34-6. After that QB sneak from Colby Duncan from the 1-yard line on 4th down, had to get in, and he does. So the kick is up, and it is good. So 34-7. So Eric Hernandez Diaz, the freshman kicker, with the extra point, making it a 34-7 game. 15 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, I'd like to thank today's game sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. The Cougars are on the board before the end of the first half. 15 seconds to go in this first half. Plattsmouth still leads 34-7, but signs of life from this Cougar offense. Is able to sneak it in from Colby Duncan from the 1-yard line on 4th down. Huge play on the QB sneak. So on the kickoff will be Austin Young. And the kick is up. And bobbled a bit on the reception. Off the kickoff, this is Logan Wooten, and he is taken down
On the return.
at about the 30-yard line.
Priceman kick.
Excuse me, that was Colson Priceman on the kick.
First and 10 for the Blue Devils. 7 seconds left in the first half.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, 7 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they just decide to down it here with a 34-7 lead here. So Villamonte and timeout taken by the Blue Devils, their second timeout taken of this first half. So they'll have one timeout remaining. So one timeout remaining for both teams. 7 seconds to go in this first half. I'd like to thank today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. On this windy evening here, late September, here at Bryan High, where the Gross Catholic Cougars play their home football games. Find themselves down 34-7, but just got on the board. A good way to go into halftime off that QB sneak from Colby Duncan. So Villamonte snaps it, and he will down it. And that will run the clock out and take us to halftime, where Plattsmouth leads 34, Cougars 7. We will take a break going into the half. I'd like to thank today's game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. This is Austin Ulmer. I will take a quick break, but make sure and come on back for second half action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Gross Catholic varsity dance team. Nice job, ladies. Big round of applause for the Cougars varsity dance team. Check your tickets. It's time to
orange means a lot to me. I have a lot of pride for my school, and the two colors kind of symbolize what it means to be a Cougar.
When I see blue and orange, I think of like the football games and all like the student section and being with my friends and just being super happy around everybody.
If you look in my closet, that's all that's in there. So I look for a shirt to wear. It's blue, 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 then a couple orange shirts.
Like our school pride, you know? Like when you put it on, you represent Girls Catholic, and it's like community.
It's like intense. It brings a fire to you.
It's like eye-catching, and I think that's what Gross Catholic is eye-catching. So like the bright orange and the bright blue, that's us, that's Gross. We're loud and we're proud. Before I came here, I thought I'd just kind of be like another face in the hallway. I know most of the people here, and I say hi to people in the hallway, and they say hi to me, and like I know my teachers pretty well, and they know me really well.
Gross Catholic means a lot to me. It's like a community, Cougar family. It actually feels like a family. Guys I can call my brothers, these girls I can call my sisters.
I think Gross does a really good job of preparing people.
If it's a positive log, what would you say this graph is doing from us?
A really good balance of great academics, good social, spiritual, like building and everything, and also great athletics.
The next half of it comes from the 6.
Classes are all relatively small, so if you go ask a teacher for help, they're going to help you. The classes aren't so big where the teacher has to work on helping 30 other kids.
It takes that first binomial and
there's a mission, there's a passion, because we get to work with these teenagers every day. They're coming in as freshmen and graduating and moving on past high school, and we get to help them grow and develop of who they're going to be when they leave.
People here make the place special. It's our administrators, teachers, our students. People want to be here, and everybody finds a place here. They find their talents here. They find what their strengths are. It's a place where kids can grow and flourish.
There's just a beautiful gift in allowing students to know that there's a whole world out there that God created for them. We've done such a good job trying to prepare them from the very beginning by providing the tools, showing how to use them, and then letting them use those tools and letting them be able to develop into the person that they are growing to be.
Royal blue and orange means to me, you know, we're a Mary in a school, and Mary is royalty, and that's why we're the royal blue. We take it up a notch.
And orange has always been my favorite color. It's a color of optimism. It's a color of excitement. It's a color of cheerfulness and possibility, and it just brings a joy to our school, just a brightness to our school that is the light of Christ.
I learned so much about the Catholic faith while I was here and what the church teaches. Like, it just helped me grow closer to God.
Since it's -8.
Like, I've grown not only educationally, like the knowledge, but I also grow like morally, because like all the teachers here, they're teaching you the stuff you need to know, but they also like connects with you on like a personal level.
I would say it is a lot of opportunities. There's so many things here that they can open you up to.
I've had the chance to kind of like spread my wings in a little bit here and just kind of really find the kind of person I want to be for the rest of my life and the things that I really care about and that I'm interested in. It's fun and it's really enjoyable to be here.
I love it here. Like, this place is like a second home, and I just feel like I'm more ready to go out into the world now.
Blue and orange just means like happy, and you always are getting excited to put the colors on, and you never like would imagine putting any other colors on.
Every single time I put on those colors, I know I'm repping like Gross Catholic. I gotta show what Gross Catholic is about.
And it creates a bond and a unity, and say, yes, I am part of Gross Catholic, or yes, I went to Gross Catholic, or yes, I work at Gross Catholic, that's my family.
Well, people say you bleed orange and blue. It just means you're a true Cougar.
Welcome on back to the broadcast booth here as Cougars find themselves down 34-7 against the Plattsmouth Blue Devils, and it's been all the Plattsmouth offense so far in this game as they have come out to a commanding lead in that first half, but the Cougars were able to put some points on the board before the end of the first half after that QB sneak from the 1-yard line on 4th down from Colby Duncan. So we'll see if that can get some momentum going. Now, the Blue Devils will be receiving the football to start the second half. But Coach Van Howe would love to get another turnover in this one. To start out the game, it was Alex Cogswell who had the big interception, but then 2 plays later, Colby Duncan fumbled it, his first of 2 fumbles in the game so far. But after a nice deep pass from Duncan to find Weston Miller, started off that big drive to get some points on the board for the Cougars. And that's where we find ourselves here. 34-7, Plattsmouth leads. As I said, Plattsmouth will be receiving the ball in the second half of this one. Dominic Versalino, one of the running backs in that 2 running back tandem for the Blue Devils, 2 rushing touchdowns in this one. Ethan Walker, he has a rushing touchdown as well. Gage Olson with a touchdown, and Caleb Adkins with a touchdown also. Something to note for the Blue Devils, their usual kicker, Parker Ahenbaugh, he went down with an injury. It appears as if he is on crutches now on the sideline. He is their kicker, so they do have a freshman kicker in the game now. We'll see if that comes into play later in the game. But back to the action, the 2 teams return to the field. So out to kick for the Cougars will be Colson Priestman. As we prepare for the second half of action. So it is a squib kick, and that one will go out of bounds, so that will be a flag for the kick out of bounds, a legal procedure. So it will be 1st and 10 from their own 35 for the Blue Devils. So the defense. Oh, so there will be a re-kick, excuse me. So they will kick the ball once again. So Priestman back to kick once again. And another squib kick. This one will stay in bounds. Received this time from Logan Wooten. And Wooten will go out of bounds.
On the return for the Blue Devils. 1st and 10 for Plattsmouth.
So 1st and 10. We'll see where they place the ball to start. It will be placed at the 35. So 1st and 10 from their own 35 for the Plattsmouth Blue Devils. They lead in this one 34-7. Their rushing game has been on display so far in this one, the speed of both their running backs. And they hand this one off this time It's to a third back, Caleb Atkins. He has a touchdown, so it's actually kind of a three-back tandem that has been on display in this game. So 2nd and 6. Ball on the 39.
2nd down, 6 yards to go for the Blue Devils.
Working in the pistol is Villamonte, the 5'11 senior. He hands this one off. And this time it is Atkins once again. So it will be 3rd down, about a yard short of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1, ball on the 44-yard line.
Back into the ball carrier. 3rd down and 1 for the Blue Devils.
So 3rd down and 1. The snap. And the handoff once again to Atkins, and he picks up the 1st down and more into Cougar territory. So Cogswell gets his 3rd tackle of the game. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the Cougar 44-yard line. 10.5 to go in this 3rd quarter. The snap. And false start.
False start on the Blue Devils. That's a 5-yard penalty.
So another penalty on the Blue Devils. So that'll back them up 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the Cougar 49 now with 10:25 to go in this 3rd quarter. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throwing on the slant, and Gage Olson on the catch.
Tackled by Griff Pekar. That's good for a Blue Devil 1st down.
And they will call him short by about an inch to go. So
2nd and 1 for the Blue Devils.
2nd and 1. Ball on the 35-yard line in Cougars territory. And the handoff this time, this is Versalino, and he picks up another huge gain into the red zone.
Versalino on the ball carrier.
Spot him down at the Cougar 15. And another 1st down by the Blue Devils, and that's been the name of the game for this Blue Devil offense in this one. So 2 in the backfield. The snap, the handoff. Versalino once again. And he will be taken down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. So a pickup of about 6.
He's tackled by Nosbish.
So Nosbish with another tackle.
2nd and 5 for the Blue Devils.
Nosbish coming into this game. 49 total tackles on the season, 25 solo, 24 assisted, 2 tackles for losses. Another handoff, and
Versalino, the ball carrier.
Versalino gets his 3rd touchdown of this game. He had 2 in the last game against Beatrice, 3 in this one. And it is a 40-7 Blue Devil lead. So the freshman kicker now out to kick for the Blue Devils after the injury to their starting kicker, Parker Ahenbaugh. And the kick is up, and it is good. So 41-7, Blue Devils lead. 8:29 to go in the 3rd quarter. Once again, I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, That is Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So 8:29 to go in the third quarter. Cougars, their offense, getting ready to take the field for the first time in this second half. Able to put some points on the board with time running down at the end of that first half. It was a QB sneak from the 1 yard line on fourth down from Colby Duncan. So, trying to make something happen on the offensive side, but first the kickoff here from the Blue Devils. Kicking it off now for Plattsmouth will be number 10, Trayson Scalberg, 6'2" sophomore, listed as a defensive back and wide receiver doing the kicking duties here. And bobbled on the reception, and Plattsmouth comes up with it. So Bryson Sargent muffed the kickoff reception, and it'll be the Blue Devils offense back out on the field working from the 31-yard line in Cougar territory. So working in the gun, Villamonte. The snap. Hands it off to Walker. And Walker, he'll be taken down at about the 28-yard line.
Ethan Walker, the ball carrier. He's brought down by 8 of Cougars. Second down, 7 yards to go.
So 2nd and 7, ball on the 27. Clock continues to run. Under 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Plattsmouth with the favorable 41-7 lead. Come out with 3 out wide, 2 in the backfield. The snap. Throw in there to Walker from Villamonte, but a huge tackle for a loss there. Ryan Weiss with a huge tackle for a loss. So that is the second tackle for a loss on the season for Ryan Weiss, his 13th tackle on the season. Second time we've called his name this evening. Once again, the Blue Devils in no hurry to snap the ball. Villamonte calling for it. Now on the move, looking to throw it, and he completes the pass. There is a flag on the play. Usually that signal's holding, but we'll see what they call here. It was completed to Gage Olson. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. So that'll be an automatic first down. So a costly penalty for this Cougar defense on the face mask call. And that'll place the ball at the 11-yard line for the Blue Devils, and it will be first down. 6:46 to go in this third quarter. So a quick substitution for the Cougars after Ethan Lee, shoe coming off. Now working under center, rarely, as Villamonte hands it off. That was Caleb Atkins on the carry. Gain of about 5, so 2nd and 5. From the 7-yard line. Now in the pistol is Villamonte. The snap. The handoff. And just to about the 5-yard line, a gain of about 2 on the play from Versalino. Versalino, 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. So it will be 3rd and 4, ball on the 5 for the Blue Devils. Clock continues to run. Villamonte hands this one off. Versalino into the end zone once again. His 4th rushing touchdown of this game. No answers from the Cougars defense for Versalino. So 47-7 now. Plattsmouth leads. The freshman kicker will come back out for Plattsmouth. And the kick is up and good. So 48-7. Plattsmouth goes out to a commanding lead. Just wanted a reminder, so in high school football, once a team goes up by 35 points in the second half, the clock will automatically continue to run. So desperation mode now for the Cougars. As they trail 48-7 here, 5:23 to go in this 3rd quarter. So back out for the kickoff is Trayson Skalberg once again for Plattsmouth. Back to receive for the Cougars is Jacob Heffelfinger and Weston Miller. Weston Miller receives it, and he is taken down at the 30-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 from their own 31 for the Cougar offense. So clock starts to run. 1 in the backfield. Trips formation, 3 on the left side. Colby Duncan on the move, throwing deep this time, and he's able to find Jacob Heffelfinger, and Heffelfinger will find the end zone. So it's long, deep pass. Touchdown Cougars on the 69-yard touchdown pass from Colby Duncan. And Heffelfinger finds the end zone, and the Cougars are back on the board. So 48-13 now, Plattsmouth leads. So out for the kick, the extra point is Eric Hernandez-Diaz, the 5'2 freshman, and the extra point is good. So 48-14. Once again, like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So the Cougars, one play, one touchdown here on their first offensive drive in this second half. So 4:31 to go in this third quarter. Blue Devils lead 48-14. What a beautiful pass from Colby Duncan. Find Heffelfinger. So, kick is up, bobbled, little trickery there, hands it off, and still going on their feet is number 6, Ethan Walker, into Cougar territory. A little bit of trickery there on the kickoff reception. We get all the way. See where they spot him down at. Looks like... So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils from the 44-yard line in Cougar territory to start this drive. They lead 48-14. So 1st and 10, 4:20 to go in this third quarter. There's the snap and the handoff. This is Versalino. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. And he is taken down inside the 40-yard line at about, so 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 39. 3:50 to go in this third quarter. There's the snap. Hands it off to Walker, showing that speed on the outside. 25, and taken down at about the 20, and he grabs his knee right away out of bounds. And he is in some substantial pain. So Walker still down on the sidelines. And this would be a huge blow for the Plattsmouth offense if it was a significant injury. They are working on his knee right now, are the trainers. So now Curtis Larson, Plattsmouth head coach, he comes over to check on Walker. And he grabbed his knee right away as soon as he went down. And he is up here. And walking off on his own is Walker, so doesn't appear to be any kind of significant injury. So the two teams will return back to the field. 3:28 to go in this third quarter. Blue Devils lead 48-14. So it will be 1st and 10 from the Cougar 21 for the Blue Devil offense. So the Blue Devil offense looking over for the play call. So the clock running. Under 3 minutes to go now in this third quarter. The snap. The screen pass. That one's to Olsen. He has one receiving touchdown in this game inside the 10, and he is taken down. So Gage Olsen, he'll be taken down at about the 6-yard line. So Pekar with the tackle. So 1st and goal for the Blue Devils now. From the 6-yard line. Now inside the red zone, 1st and goal. Ball on the 6. Couple players in motion. The handoff up the middle, and it's just short of the goal line is Caleb Atkins.
Carried by Versalino. It's 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils.
Excuse me, that was Versalino on the carry. So 2nd and goal now right at the goal line. The snap, the handoff, and it is Atkins into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. And that increases the Plattsmouth lead now, 54-14. 1:36 to go in the third quarter. So the extra point team out on the field for Plattsmouth. Try to make it a 55-14 game. This is a Plattsmouth team coming off a 52-14 victory over Beatrice a week ago, and the extra point is good. 55-14. Blue Devils lead.
Blue Devils 55, Devils 14.
So minute 36 to go in this third quarter. It's giving me an opportunity to once again thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. So a lot of work to be done by this Cougar offense, and the clock will be continually running now. Once again. Last time the Cougars had the football, they had a 69-yard touchdown pass from Colby Duncan to find Jacob Heffelfinger on one play. So back to kick for the Blue Devils once again, Trayson Scalberg. This time it'll be Weston Miller receiving it, picks it up, past the 20 to the 25, 30, 35, and down at the 40 is Weston Miller. Nice return there from Weston Miller. That'll bring out the Cougar offense.
First and 10 for the Cougars. Towards the 39-yard line.
So we'll see what Coach Van Hout and this Cougar offense have drawn up here. Working in the gun, Colby Duncan. One in the backfield. Trips out wide on the left side. Duncan, nice move to get away past the 40, and he will slide at about the 44-yard line. So a gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 44.
Second down, 6 yards to go.
Excuse me, ball on the 43, so 2nd and 6 from the 43. 27 seconds to go in this third quarter. The snap. Duncan drops back once again. Short little screen pass there. That one's to Pekar. Pekar still going past midfield, and he gets to the 45 in Blue Devil territory. And that should be the last play of this third quarter. And that will be the final play of the third quarter, where the Plattsmouth Blue Devils lead 55-14 over the Gross Cougars. I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. I will take a quick break, and I will be back for the fourth quarter of action right here.
We need sponsors as well as individuals for setup, decoration, cleanup, and silent auction committees. So we're here for everyone. If you're interested in helping out, check it out online, or you can email the management department at Gross Catholic High School.
And back to action here to start the fourth quarter. Working from the 46, Duncan throws this one off to Pekar once again. Pekar looking to get that first down, and looks like he will be just short. So it'll be 2nd and 1 now.
2nd and 1 for the Cougars.
Ball spotted on the 37. Duncan in the gun. One in the backfield. Trips out wide on the right side. Snap. Duncan trying to find somewhere to go with it. Keeps it. Gets the first down and more past the 30. He'll go out of bounds just before the 25. Fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. Clock continues to run, under 11 minutes to go in the game now. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 in Blue Devil territory for the Cougars. Duncan now in the pistol. The snap. Drops back. Throw in, and they'll say the pass is complete. Nice catch there from Cogswell. Had to kind of go back to get it and able to pull it in.
Pass complete to Alex Cogswell. 1st and goal for the Cougars. They're down to the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal. Ball at the 2. Now working in the I formation. The snap. And the handoff, and touchdown. Hank Nosbish. 2-yard run. So 55-20. Blue Devils lead. Out to kick the extra point, Eric Hernandez-Diaz. The kick is up, and It is good. So 55-21, Plattsmouth leads. And I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So 55-21, 10:06 to go in the game. You wouldn't imagine they would kick an onside kick here, but you never know. 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes to go in the game. Cougars still a lot of work to do. Down by 34. So for the Cougars, following this game, they will play Norris next Friday here at home. They will then travel to Buena Vista before coming back home to take on Scott Catholic to finish off the regular season. And little squib kick there. Receiving it is Levi Walker, and Walker taken down. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the 36-yard line. .10:02 to go in the game. Late substitution here for the Blue Devils. The snap, the handoff, and this time running the ball. First time we've said their name, Azen Fulmer. Fulmer, the 6-foot senior. So 2nd and 5. Ball now on the Blue Devil 41. 9:38 to go in the game. And the Blue Devils will not be in any hurry to snap this ball with a comfortable 55-21 lead. The snap, low snap, the handoff. And it's a fumble, and let's see what they signal here, but it looks like the Cougars came away with it. And they will signal it is Cougar football in Blue Devil territory. So the ball will be placed on the Blue Devil 41. So Colby Duncan working out of the pistol. He's got Pekar in the backfield. 4 out wide. The snap. Duncan keeps it himself on the move, trying to get out of bounds, and he will.
Duncan, the ball carrier. Shoved out of bounds by Caleb Atkins.
So Adkins shoves him out of bounds. So 2nd and 7 now. Ball on the 39-yard line. Duncan working in the pistol. Pekar in the backfield. Switches to the right side. Duncan keeps it himself once again, facing pressure. Nice pitch there to Sargent. Sargent inside the red zone, taken down at the 11. Nice little shovel pass there on display from Colby Duncan. Facing the pressure, gets away. Displaying that athleticism. Of course, Colby Duncan also on the basketball team, so very athletic player. Snap. Duncan throwing the slant to Miller, and it is incomplete. Pass broken up there. Gage Olson. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Clock stopped at 8:29 here in the game. Colby Duncan has had a nice year throwing the football. And bobbles the snap once again for the 3rd time in this game, and all he can do is throw it away. Blue Devils sideline wanted intentional grounding. No, and there it is. There's the flag. Did not get out of the tackle box before throwing it away. So they do call intentional grounding on Colby Duncan. And now another flag thrown. It looks like they're going to get Coach Van Hout. So it looks like they got a sideline violation now. So it is a loss of downs on the play as well. So ball now is placed at the 42-yard line. Excuse me, the 47-yard line. Duncan on the move, throwing. Able to find Cogswell. And Cogswell taken down out of bounds. Looks like he was actually taken down before he got out of bounds. So 4th, and we'll see where they spot it. Ball now at the 38. So will be fourth and 36. So a costly intentional grounding and then sideline violation on the Cougars. So 2 penalties called on that. And incomplete pass, and it will be a turnover on downs. It was intended for Cogswell. So turnover on downs, 7:44 to go in the game. And it will be the Blue Devil offense back on the field. Last time they fumbled the ball. So working in the pistol is Villamonte. The snap and the handoff up the middle, and looked like that was Versalino. So Versalino gained about 7, so it'll be 2nd and 3. Ball on the 45. Just over 7 minutes to go in the game. Plattsmouth leads 55-21. Once again, no rush from this Blue Devil offense to snap the ball. 6:58 to go in the game. The snap, the handoff, and the first down picked up by the Blue Devils. That was Levi Walker on the carry.
Tackled by Griff Pekar at the first down.
So Griff Pekar with the tackle. So 1st and 10. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Under 6.5 to go in the game now. Snap. And false start called on the Blue Devils.
False start on the Blue Devils. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15.
So 1st and 15. So 1st and 15 now. Ball placed on the 45. Under 6 minutes to go now in the game. As the Blue Devils looking for the signal for the play call. For Plattsmouth.
Timeout to the Blue Devils.
And Blue Devils will let it run down and then take a timeout. Their first timeout taken of the second half. Just want to remind you, our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So for the Blue Devils, after this one, next week, they will play Buena Vista back at home in Plattsmouth before traveling to Scott and finishing out the regular season at home against Ralston. So those will be the final 3 games for the Blue Devils. The final 3 games for the Cougars. Next week, they'll take on Norris right here at Bryan High before traveling to Buena Vista and finishing out the season against Scott Catholic. So the two teams return to the field coming out of the Blue Devil timeout. 5:34 to go in the game. The snap. The handoff. And we do have a new quarterback in now for the Blue Devils. It is Braden Van Winkle. Levi Walker on the carry there.
Gain of 1. It's 2nd and 14.
So gain of 1, 2nd and 14. Ball now on the Blue Devil 44. So here we go, 2nd and 14. The handoff to Walker once again. And a flag on the play.
We get another flag on the play.
Personal foul called on the Blue Devils. So that will bring them back 15 yards. So it will be 3rd and 29. Third and 29 from the 33-yard line.
3rd and 29.
4.5 minutes to go in the game. Once again, new quarterback in for the Blue Devils, Braden Van Winkle. He's a 5'10 freshman, 140 pounds. Clock continues to run. And the Blue Devils will let it run all the way down once again. We're taking another timeout. Their second of the half. So 4:03 to go in the game. So, once again, like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy, a foot and ankle center of Nebraska and Iowa. Also like to thank our scoring play sponsor, Emergent Tree Health Services, building a better canopy, one tree at a time. And our first down sponsor, Great Personal Service Bank. So 4:03 to go in the game. Blue Devils lead 55-21. It'll be 3rd and 27 from their own 33 for the Blue Devil offense. The snap. The handoff to Walker. Game. So it'll be 4th and 22 now. And the punting team will come out for the first time in this game for Plattsmouth. Under 3.5 to go now in the game. There's a snap. Short punt. And that one won't even get to the 50. So the ball will be down at the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the Blue Devil 47. So 3:16 to go in the game. A lot of work to be done by this Cougar offense with 3:16 to go. Duncan in the pistol. 4 out wide, 1 in the backfield. Takes the snap, the throw. And Cogswell can't hold on to it. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Blue Devil 47. So if this result holds in the next 3:13, Blue Devils will go to 5-1 on the season. Cougars will fall to 3-3 before taking on Norris next week. Right back here at Bryan High. So Duncan drops back, throwing deep, and that one was intended for Sargent, incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 10, 3:08 to go in the game. So very lopsided game. It was all about the Blue Devil offense in this one. Hard for this Cougar defense to get stopped and this Cougar offense to get in a rhythm in this one. The snap. Duncan now on the option. Pitches it at the last minute. And nice little run there to pick up the first down by Pekar. So fans at home, that Cougar first down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. But there is a flag on the play holding on the Cougars. So that'll back them up 10 yards. So that will now place the Cougars at their own 46-yard line. So 3rd and 17. Duncan facing pressure, trying to get away, able to shake off the defenders and throws it out of bounds, incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 17, 2:54 to go in the game for the Cougars.
4th down, 17 yards to go for the Cougars.
So 1 in the backfield, 4 out wide for the Cougars. Here's the snap. Duncan dropping back, throwing deep, and looking for Cogswell, and Cogswell can't hold on to it. So another turnover on downs for the Cougars. So Blue Devil offense will take over, 2:49 to go in the game. So the the Blue Devil offense comes onto the field. Once again is Braden Van Winkle now, the quarterback. Hands this one off to Walker, still going. And he'll be short of the first down.
He stopped by a den of Cougars.
So it'll be 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard run by Levi Walker. Ball on the 40-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to go in the game. The snap. Walker trying to get to the first down, and he is short. Pickup of about 1 yard, it looks like.
Ryan Weiss and Pershing on the tackle.
So Pershing and Weiss on the tackles. So 3rd and 1. Excuse me, 3rd and 4 from the 40. Now under 2 minutes to go. The handoff to Walker once again, short of the first down, about a couple yards.
Levi Walker, the ball carrier. Joshua Sheard with the tackle. Gain of 2, it's 4th and 2.
So it'll be 4th and 2. See if the Blue Devils decide to go for it here with the clock still running. So now, a minute to go in the game. Now at 55. And it looks like they're going to let this clock run all the way down and take their final timeout. Will the Blue Devils with 40 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, Plattsmouth.
So that'll be the last timeout taken by Plattsmouth. So once again, it will be the Blue Devils who will move to 5-1 on the year. The Cougars will fall to 3-3 on the season. They will take on Norris right here at Bryan High. We will have that coverage for you as they try to get their 4th win of the season next week. So back to action on the field. 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th and 2 for the Blue Devils. There's the snap. The handoff to Walker. And he will be short of the 4th down. So it will be a turnover on downs, and the Cougar offense will come back onto the field. So 35 seconds to go in the game. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 39 for the Cougar offense. Once again, I'd like to take a chance and thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. So three out wide. The handoff. That's to Pekar with a nice run. And Pekar picks up the 1st down. And fans at home, that Cougar 1st down brought to you by Great Personal Service Bank. Clock continues to run, now under 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go on the clock. The snap and the handoff to Pekar once again, still going and taken down at the 30. And that will be it. So it is the Plattsmouth Blue Devils 55, Gross Catholic Cougars 21. Once again, we will have coverage of next week's game against Norris from right here at Bryan High. So you will want to tune in to catch that one, as the Cougars will try to go 4-3 on the year against Norris. I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to this one. I'd like to thank our game day sponsor, Fast Physical Therapy of Foot and Ankle Center of Nebraska and Iowa. And for our whole crew and for myself, Austin Ulmer, I'd like to wish everybody a good night.